We're going to explain how to remove blank cells from your pivot table. This can really clean up your data and make it easier to read and understand. There are several ways to accomplish this, depending on what you want to achieve. First, let's look at hiding rows with blank cells. 1. The simplest method is to use the pivot table's filtering capabilities. Select the pivot table. Locate the field containing the blanks you want to remove. It's usually found in the rows or columns area. Click the drop-down arrow at the top of that field. 3. You'll see a list of all the values in that field. 4. Typically, you'll find blanks near the bottom of the list. Check the box next to blanks to select it. Uncheck the box to remove the selection, effectively hiding rows containing blanks within that field. Remember that this only hides the data. The blank cells still exist in the underlying data source. Now, let's explore removing blank cells completely from the pivot table itself, which involves a bit more effort. This next technique manipulates the source data before the pivot table is created. 1. Begin by identifying the blank cells in your source data. 2. You can use Excel's Find and Select feature, Ctrl+F, to highlight all blank cells. 3. Then decide what to replace them with. Do you want to replace them with zeros, a specific text entry like NA, or perhaps delete the entire row? Excel offers options to replace blanks with your chosen value. You can use the Replace function, also accessible via Ctrl+H, within Find and Select to replace selected blanks with something else. Choose Replace All cautiously. Alternatively, you could delete entire rows containing blanks using the built-in filtering and sorting capabilities. But again, be careful. Once these changes are made in your source data, refresh your pivot table. This will update it to reflect the modified data, effectively removing the blank cells from your pivot table. Remember to save your work frequently. Finally, if you only want to display certain values and suppress other values, you may consider using calculated fields or measures which may give more advanced control. Choosing the right method depends on whether you need to permanently remove blanks from the source data or just temporarily hide them from the pivot table's view. Always back up your data before making significant changes.